welcome to your Astro Reels. We're going to be taking a look at the weeks of February 1st to February 15th. Super sorry, super late, super worth the wait. Let's hope. It's a little bit late in the month, but we can do this. As you know, these readings are ultimately timeless and signless, so you don't actually have to have any Pisces placements at all. And you don't actually have to be watching this at the time that it's published. If it resonates with you, then hey, maybe it is for you. But remember that if it doesn't resonate, it could be that it is for you, but the energy has not made its way to your conscious mind awareness. And as all things, please practice discernment. Not every Janelli video is going to be for you. So please do consider that, but from an objective standpoint. You got to balance so you don't go into denial or over accepting, right? If you'd like to work with me on a more personal level, you know exactly where to find me. God bless you. Etsy. So let's jump in. So Pisces, as I was starting everything up for you, 1 minute and 1 second, I was hearing an engine, a car engine revving up. And then I saw you super cutely sitting in a car waiting 1 minute and 11 seconds. And I was just like, wow, Pisces is, or whoever you are, but I'm just going to call you Pisces. Pisces is all revved up with nowhere to go. Where are we going? 1 minute, 22 seconds. Where are we going? Oh, that's what it is. You're waiting. You're waiting for the sign. You know, you're waiting for the inspiration. There we are. It's almost like you're dotting your I's, crossing your T's. It's like, here we are. It is Aquarius season. Aquarius, lightning. I'm here. I'm being told and I've heard that I'm supposed to be inspired to do something. I'm here and I'm waiting for my guidance. But what I'm seeing is like if somebody says that they're going to come by and they don't really give you a time, right? I mean, wouldn't it behoove you to be more productive with the time that you have? Now, I say the word productive 2 minutes and 2 seconds in a very loose and responsible way, because remember, those of us here in the United States, I don't know where you guys are all watching from. I do know that some of you are not located in the US. Hi, right? But in the US, we have some very unhealthy perceptions and perspectives of what it means to be productive. So I do want to give a shout out and remind you that sometimes it can be actually really good to do nothing, so to speak. It can be refreshing for the brain. It can make room for creativity. It can actually give your body rest. It gives you time to think. And wow, it makes you available for somebody else who's probably got their eye on you. As I said, somebody else, I saw 2 minutes, 44 seconds, but I got that some of you may be thinking romantically, but my right eye wants to wink, wink, because spirits like us, we actually want you to rest. So it's not that you're not, okay, rest again is subjective. I mean, technically you're ready, you're willing, you're waiting, you're like, where you at, spirit? I'm here, present, right? And they see you. But it's not that you're not following guidance to, make yourself available. It's almost as though there's something they want you in particular to be doing. So for one person, it could be, we want you to rest. And when you get into a state of rest, then we can reach out to you 3 minutes, 33 seconds, because I feel that maybe the method of communication that they would like to use, it would require that. Maybe they want to talk to you through your dream state, maybe lucid dreaming. Maybe they would like to introduce you to OBEs, out of body experiences, astral travel, astral projection. Or maybe they just want you to get your mind off of certain things. Or it could be something as simple as they notice that when you get into a certain room in your house where your bed is, you tend to turn off work you. You tend to get out of your workspace and your mind is now more accessible. It could also, and I got the image of a stereo or the message of a stereo for some people here. So that could be, that could be telling for somebody. I'm just coming over here to the side. Hopefully, I actually took my microphone off of my body. It's usually a lapel or lavalier microphone. So hopefully I'm not like going in and out of, audible. But anyway, so, or it could be, let me feel into it. Oh, for some other people, it's not about rest. It's what they want you to do in particular is to fill out some form. Somebody here has to fill out a form of something. And for you, if they're asking you to fill out a form, it could be like an application for something or something to that effect. And that would be proof to them that you're serious about it, because maybe you in particular, I'm hearing you laugh now, whoever you are, you in part, or it could be a few of you, right? But who you in particular, you may have a tendency to kind of give a little bit of lip service, like, yeah, let's do it. I'm here, we're out here. And then they're like, okay, well, we're out here, but where are you? And you're like, oh, were you serious? And, so they kind of want you to put a little bit of a down payment there. And I'm not saying whatever it is that you're applying for requires a down payment, but the act of binding yourself to something like that, and binding in a very loving, gentle way, okay? Binding yourself to something like that, going the distance to commit, shows them you're ready. All right, so, and those are just two examples. So Spirit is seeing you, and wow, it's almost like I'm on a show and I'm like, wait, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a call coming in. I'm going to ask you to hold for a second. Hello? And it almost feels like 5 minutes, 55 seconds. We have a call for you. They're like, we see you. Now, this is what I get annoyed with Spirit about. God bless, God bless. But they're going to, about what I'm going to say, not about them calling, but is this thing on? Hot mic situation. They're actually, this is what I don't like sometimes. They're going to kind of hit you with a little bit of a test here. And the test is, they can tell us all the answers. That's why I'm sitting here giving you the answers right now. But these tests, how it is, they're energetically based. If you're a vibrational match to what is not in your health and well-being, you're going to struggle to not be attracted to that and act upon it. If you're not a vibrational match to what is not in your health and well-being, you're not going to be attracted to it. And therein lies the test. It's an inner test. And what every student loves to hear, this is a test you cannot study for. So cool, right? Okay, so here's the test. They're going to create a scenario around you that's not going to hurt you. Okay, I repeat again. Boop, boop, boop. I repeat again, this is not going to hurt you. It's just going to be a little simulation, so to speak. And they're going to put you in a position that will, to you, seem like it's kind of real, and kind of see how you do. And the question is, are you able to identify, ding, 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 to distinguish, ding, 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 the difference between 1 and 2? In other words, your vision. 1? Oh my God, you see the light just came on. 1 or 2? You're like, one more time. 1 or 2? You're like, oh God, I don't know, right? Really, it's going to be up to you. But clearly you want to be over here, right? So keep an eye out for that. I do think that it may have to do with somebody who is a Leo or who has a lion energy attached to it. This kind of came in, I don't remember which sign it was before, and I had to bust out laughing because I'm in the middle of channeling, and they're like, if you have a lion, I was like, wait, what? My conscious mind jumped in immediately. It's like, who out here has an actual lion in their backyard? Listen, some people do, right? I don't know, but I know not you. Because you wouldn't be watching me, maybe. And I sure don't have one, right? Look at this. Illusion. Let's talk about it. So Spirit is saying, immediately our thoughts are that, okay, oh no, Jay is saying that I'm going to have something presented to me and I'm going to be asked to see whether this person is legit for real or if they're just a BS artist, right? But Spirit is saying, let's take it a step further. Let's go a little deeper. Sometimes that's not actually what they're asking you to perceive of. What if they're asking you to perceive of how you're choosing to see your level of safety around this person? Then it has nothing to do with whether they're legit or not. It has everything to do with whether you trust yourself to protect yourself. It has everything to do with whether you trust Spirit to provide for you. What if somebody's coming in with an opportunity to give to you and you're too afraid because of the past to even read the fine print, to even get on YouTube or do the research and stuff? You're just choosing to stay in the background or stay somewhere because you feel afraid. So the point that I'm trying to make is sometimes we don't know what we're being tested on, and sometimes falling into the same pattern of how you see the world could be you failing the test. I mean, not failing, but maybe it's a mark of needs improvement, okay? Hey, as a teacher, there's a big difference, but a very small difference in that, right? It just depends on where your heart is. So maybe some needs improvement may be here. And so Spirit is like saying, can you conceive of 10 minutes, 10 seconds? Can you conceive of this situation that they're giving you being different from the paradigm that you usually would attribute to this situation, okay? Now that may make no sense at this moment, or it may at some point, right? The same way that I'm telling you these two cards are the same. 1, 2. You're like, no, they're not, Janelle. One has form and the other is still formless. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because technically speaking, they're the same. It's just your perception. Wow, now you're able to perceive of its physical form. But when it was still in a non-physical, you couldn't perceive of what that was because of where your third eye is at the moment. And your crown chakra and the rest of your chakras. But what if you expanded your vision because you trust Spirit, 11 minutes, because you take care of yourself spiritually speaking, you're clearing your energy field, you're trusting yourself and your instincts, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. What if you're deciding to unplug from toxic energies around you, the things that you consume in terms of media, food, all of that stuff. And so because of your spiritual hygiene, 11 minutes, 22 seconds, you're in a better frame of mind. And what if you've been working on your self-worth? What if you've been trusting yourself and realizing, hey, I have something of value here too. And if this doesn't meet with me, then I'm not going to put myself out there as I was before, because they're not interviewing me. I'm interviewing everybody I meet. Or this opportunity, 11:44, is not interviewing me. I'm interviewing it, right? See how the shift in perception? And what if you call upon your spirit guides more now? What if you send them out ahead of time to help you learn how to read the incoming energies, and they start bringing things and resources to you all of a sudden? You're now in a much better position to perceive of whatever's in front of you. And what happens then is you have an expanded consciousness. You've become ideologically flexible. You become perceptively flexible. And so now, 12 minutes, 21 seconds, when Spirit puts two things together, if you have the right vision, guess what that becomes? One thing. You're like, oh, I'm not looking at two things. This is what happens at the human level. I'm actually looking at one thing from different dimensions, in different dimensions. Do you see? So if you want to stay in the third dimension, you're going to see it like this. With all your fears and all that, if you tap into a higher dimension, you're going to see it like this. And if you tap into an even higher dimension, you'll probably see it like this. Whatever this is, I don't know, right? Maybe you can't see it because you don't have the ability to perceive of it, right? What if I'm actually holding something there? What if there's something there in form, in a non-physical form that you can't see, but I can't see either, but I think 13 minutes and 13 seconds I'm making up in this moment, but the structure is actually there. And because that structure is there, I was able to even have an imagination about it, let alone to tell you about it, and let alone for you to notice you can't see it. Right? So the thing is, if we're talking about it, 13 minutes, 31 seconds, maybe it's there. So sometimes remember, you don't have all the answers. So what do we do in that case? We practice our spiritual hygiene. We put on our best suit. We smile. We are polite and we are genuine and we are authentic with ourselves. And we connect with Spirit and we set our compass to the heart center. My heart is aligned. My heart is alive. My heart is conscious. And my heart, which is alive, aligned, and conscious, directs and aligns all of my other chakras. And I'm moving to the beat of my heart. That's it. Okay. So anyway, 14 minutes, 14 seconds. God bless you. Best of luck with whatever's going on. And do what Spirit says and they'll come pick you up. Okay. Mwah. Bye.